Hey Maka, good morning. Afternoon rather. Same to you, Les. Hey Tamimi, hope you're doing well. Thanks for that, Bruno. Matt, Alistair. The same, we've got this, it's the same crowd out every day. Well, I can take a look at AMC for you. And AMC down at 952s. Based on yesterday, a little rally into the close, but nothing much. Kind of flat at the moment. AMC, there's nothing bullish about AMC right now. That could change. That could change, but nothing bullish about AMC just now. I'm not in the holiday mood. Do you know what? I'm not even in the holiday mood just yet. I've not done any packing or anything, so I need to. It won't. I don't think it's going to go up that far, Maka. 295 a share. It's been up at 1,000, but we had a stock split. Think of it that way. So it may go up to kind of 350, maybe 400 next year, maybe. If I was a betting man, I'd say maybe 400, but I can't see if we get some bullish momentum behind us. I can't see Tesla going up to 1,000 anytime soon. That would be like Tesla going to 3,000 before the split. Think of it that way. I'm going on my jolly days. Heading over to Palawan. Yeah, a lot of people trust Elon. They trust him blindly. I mean, the guy's not everything everybody cracks him up to be. He's a bit of a space cadet, both literally and figuratively. How much did I start with? It depends. How much did I start trading with? I will be taking my laptop, funny enough, but the internet connectivity over there is very poor. So if I find a nice place where I can trade, then I will trade, because it'll be like 9 p.m. opening. You know, the open will be like 9 p.m. We'll see, because I might be half cut by 9 p.m. You know, might have been on the. I've been there before, Tamimi. I enjoyed. I was there a couple of years ago, and I really enjoyed the diving. It's really good for the diving. Right. Okay. So I started with my first account. I started with $10,000, and I lost it. I blew it up. I refueled with 10,000, blew that up. Refueled with the 5,000. Blew that up. Refueled with another 5,000, and then was up and down for a while. And then I've been profitable since then. So I probably put about 30,000, about 30. I probably put 30k into my account to actually get to where I am now. Originally, everywhere is cheap compared to Dublin. I mean, come on. I could go to bloody London and it'd be cheaper than here in Dublin. Well, don't get me wrong. I think the guy is a genius. Elon is a genius. There's a very fine line between genius and insanity, and he walks that line like a tightrope. He really does. Best way to get into it, Jake? Well, check out my link tree. Is probably the best way to get into it. First thing I would say is don't get into it. It's risky. If you're thinking it's going to make you lots of money, it probably isn't. You're probably going to lose money. Because the majority, and the reason I say that is because the majority of people do. But if you're not going to listen to me, then check out the links in my link tree. I actually teach people day trading. I've got a course there. First things first, if you've never done it before, download TradingView for free. There's a link in my link tree for TradingView. Download that for free. It's a free charting tool. It gives you the information on any markets, on any stocks, and you can use all the indicators. Learn how to read charts, how to map charts, learn how to spot areas of support, resistance, price action patterns, all that kind of stuff. Once you've done that, then consider looking at practicing trading. And I would start with a paper trading account in TradingView. Then when you're ready to move on, start looking at something like a Dash Trader or a Sterling Trader or a TC2000 or whatever your broker is. But don't put money in until you've actually been profitable for at least 3 months. If you're consistently profitable over a 3-month period, then start small with real money. If you lose that, go back to trading in the simulator, go back to paper trading, because there's obviously something you did differently in your paper trading and so go back to paper trading, refocus on the muscle memory of being profitable. Then again, start small and slowly and gradually grow your account over time. I've been doing it a while, so I have a larger account right now. Today I'm starting with an equity position of $127,000. Yeah, I went to the underground river. I got shat on by a bat. I don't know if it was shat or pissed on, but ended up with some brown stains down my vest. So that wasn't pleasant. It was very interesting. Yeah, if you learn to trade properly and have a strategy, absolutely, Matt. I totally agree with you. The problem is most people don't put in the time. Think of it this way: if you're a doctor, you're going to spend 5 years to learn how to be a doctor before you, and then you're actually a junior doctor and still in training. To be a teacher, you're going to be like 4 years. You're going to go through college and you're going to do teacher training, and then you're going to spend 4 years to become a teacher. If you're a bricklayer, you've got to serve your apprenticeship. You've got to do at least 18 months, 2 years, in some cases 3 years for manual, for a manual profession. It's a profession like no other. It gets a lot of hype, and a lot of scam artists out there try and pump it up as it's easy and you'll make $1 million in your first year, and the reality is you won't. The likelihood is you'll lose money in your first year. So don't put money into the markets that you can't afford to lose, first and foremost. Be very realistic about your expectations. There's no point thinking that, yes, once you've got a strategy that works, it can be very lucrative. It can also be very stressful. There's a reason why there are so many suicides on Wall Street. It's an extremely stressful profession. Time is money with trading. You're 100%. Two parts to that. Take the time to learn. If you don't take the time to learn, you're just doing yourself a disservice. And secondly, be patient. As Yoda once said, patience you must learn. I did the zip line as well, Tamimi. So after I got crapped on, I went and did the zip line. That was good for all of 30 seconds or 40 seconds that it lasts. But yeah, that was fun. Free diving, Puno. Got the paddy, but what's great about Palawan is from a free diving point of view, it's really good. Scuba, probably not necessary. I'm watching Farfetch today. Same thing. It had obviously had the good news a couple of days ago. It's been volatile since, and it had good earnings last night, and a couple of analysts have upgraded it in terms of analyst ratings. So Farfetched, I'm watching that. It's up 15% pre-market at the moment, ranging sideways. So there's no trades just yet, just ranging sideways. But I am watching it. Hey, Dennis. I wouldn't say it's a beach. It's more of a rocky plateau, kind of a volcanic. It's volcanic rocky plateau area. I don't trade commodities at all, AJ. That's not saying that you can't apply the same principles and strategies that I teach to commodities, or the same strategies that I use with commodities. You can, but I don't trade commodities. I find commodities very similar to Forex in that the moves tend to be less volatile than they are with equities, so you have to take greater leverage. And it's also why I don't trade derivatives. So the SPY or the Qs, which are ETFs based off the market. So I don't trade futures. Those futures are derivatives. ETFs are derivatives, because you tend to find that the moves are less volatile than something. On the equities position, you can get moves intraday. In most cases, you get moves intraday that are moving, 50, 60, 70% that you can take advantage of with good volume. Sometimes in the hundreds of percent. I did trade Inspirato a few months ago that moved 850% intraday on great volume and made a killing on it. Whereas with the derivatives, you have to, and same with Forex, you have to take larger leverage because of the smaller moves, which increases your risk. So that's why I don't trade the futures, derivatives, or commodities. Just part of my strategy. Not saying you can't be profitable trading those, but I don't. Same way as I'm not saying you can't be profitable trading something under $3. I just don't. I just find my strategy works better for me trading $3 and above. The sweet spot tends to be between kind of $5 to $30 in terms of the stocks. And same with crypto. I'm holding 4 crypto coins long term. They're not having a good day today either, but the crypto market. I'm holding 4 crypto coins long term. I will gamble, and I don't like saying that, but with some of the lower market cap crypto coins, some of if it's got a good project and it's new and it's not on all the major exchanges, I might gamble and look for one of those moon coins, if you will. Did that last. I won't be doing that in the bear market, but certainly in a bull market, I will gamble on certain crypto coins if I get the nod, and it looks like it could be a possibility. Okay, Web making upwards moves. Why? That's a good move. What's just happened? Alright, it's an ETF. I won't be trading that. Grain shares. China Internet ETF. Definitely won't be trading that. But it's moving, so each to their own. So Bright Minds is moving again today. It's had a couple of good days. Three good days in a row, actually. Will do. I have contacts over there myself. I know a lot of people, quite a lot of people over there anyway. The drug. This is Bright Minds Bioscience. It trades under the ticker DRUG drug, and it's really motoring as it happens. It's over $3. Top momentum stock right now. Might be something. Not something I'm going to be trading on the small account. Well, I could. But reasonable. Looking for 830 today is the target on the small account. It's a break over the $0.25. So I got on this on we've got the micro pullback here, and that's why I got in for the breakout of the micro pullback. Wondering what was the trigger there. So this has been very volatile all week, Bright Minds Bioscience. How do I choose stocks? The scanners in front of you are my Benzinga scanners. So I look for scanners, I look for stocks that are moving with volatility and volume. And I have certain criteria that I'm looking for in terms of the moves. And once they meet that, that's when I'll take a position. So Benzinga is what I use to find stocks to trade. It's great. There's a link in my bio if you want to, in the link tree, if you want to check it out for free. You get 14 days for free. It's really good. I use it every single day. It tells me what's moving, when it's moving, how much it's moving, why it's moving. This one's just moved 20% in the last 15 minutes. It's now 15% up on the day. Yeah, 12% up on the day. Came from a negative position, so it's moved 20%. $305 would have been a good entry after that first pullback. We're getting consolidation here on this second pullback. You normally get 2 to 3 pullbacks on a good move. You get continued momentum on a really good move. I'll be back on the. I'll be trading again from the 12th. I might actually do some streams while I'm over there, but we'll see what the internet connection's like. The balance started today 8,288 and 56 cents. 68 cents. That's what the small account started with. So I'm trading on the small account right now. Well, I had to pick a moment before consolidation. Uh, 2 weeks, Jack. Started on the 15th. So we traded last week, and this is day 10 of the small account challenge. So the goal is to make 10k off a 2.5k starting position in effectively 13 trading days. We've got today and 3 more days left of the month. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Now, normally when it's consolidating like this, I just put a trailing stop in and let it go, but because it's giving it 10 cents. Just watching for the bid to hit 311. And I'll get it. I've actually cut this at 317 really. I was giving it 10 cents, so I'll let it play out. Current high is 325. Oh, will this flag break out now? So it's got what's known as a bull flag setup. Okay, so now we're getting caught between the spreads. This is your flag pole, this is your flag. A bull flag typically will break upwards. Wondering what that snoring is behind the music? It's not part of the music. That is my hurry chow chow. Slide down fast asleep next to me. My trading companion. Here we go. We're looking for 330. So we've got back up to 325. Well, we've got my average cost is 321. That's what's on the ask right now. The $0.25 is high of day so far. We need to break that. We're getting a bit of a flat top, an ascending wedge on the 5-minute. Higher lows, flat top, which again is usually bullish and breaks upwards. MEGL's not doing anything at the moment. Magic Empire Grid Car 2, that's not doing anything right now. I'm watching that on my other screen. It's just consolidated. It popped up earlier about 7 AM before I could trade it, but it's just consolidating under the VWAP right now. So we did get a higher high. Now we're looking for it to break up and at 330. Well, 330 on the bid. 331 on the ask. 29 on the bid. Well, we got it, but I wasn't quick enough to lock it in. Let's try again. this time. There we go. Lock that in. Well, that's not a bad start for the small account. 225. The goal is 8, call it 850. We'll look for 850 today on the small account. That's a good start. Nice base hit, Jack. That's what it's about. You don't need to be swinging for the fences. A base hit's good enough. Now I could have gotten an extra 10 cents on that if I'd been a bit more aggressive. It is still moving up, and it is the momentum stock, but I just wanted to switch across to my main account. Maybe take a little bit bigger size if we can break. Wait for a pullback. Let's have a look at Magic Empire, MEGL. Magic Empire trades under the ticker MEGL, MEGL as I call it. So this is Magic Empire, and if we look at this on the 5-minute, you'll see what's going on here. It popped up there at just after 7 a.m. Moved all the way up to 9:38, I think it's 9:40. Moved all the way up to 9:40, and then it's selling off there. So it's not looking great. It had a big volume spike there. We got the 8 o'clock scrum, so just discard that volume spike. But if negating the 8 o'clock scrum, the algorithmic trades, this big volume spike, but apart from that, there's very little volume in Magic Empire as well. So the fact that it's pulling back, it's underneath the VWAP, there's low volume, I can't trade that right now. It might change a little bit later, we might get some more volume, it might start moving away up, but no, quick answer. Far-fetched, nothing doing there. It's relatively low volume at the moment. You can see we've got spikes of volume sporadically, but there's nobody trading it right now. Bed Bath & Beyond was good to us earlier in the week, but likewise, nobody trading it at the moment. Plug Power was good to us yesterday morning with the Amazon news, but very little volume again. So this is what we're waiting for, and this has been the story of this week. Is pre-market, we've been struggling to find stocks to trade. Yes, it struggled to get over 3. It popped up above 3 a couple of times yesterday, once at the open and then once towards the close, but it wasn't having it. It's above 3 now, which is why I'm interested in it. The last time it was above 3 was Monday. I mean, it's been back on the 18th. What was that, last Friday? I think it was. It went up to 460, 470, 475. Morning, Steve. Bed Bath & Beyond to the moon. Yeah, I hope so. If Bed Bath & Beyond gets back above $15, it is going to rocket. That's it. I'm not seeing it. Poser X1. I'll wait till it hits the scanners. just doubled down because I'm thinking this is going to go up to the $0.50 level. I might take a little bit off at 5 cents, 45. Instant settlement is only normal in a margin account. You won't get instant settlement in a cash account. Well, it depends on your broker, but most brokers' policies it'll be instant settlement is only on a margin account. That's one of the advantages of having a margin account. Probably the best advantage of having a margin account. Of course, you've got the leverage position as well, but leverage becomes less relevant as you get a larger account. Well, you're not playing ball at the minute. 342 is the high of day, right? 343 is the high of day right now. This really doesn't have the volatility to force a big move. Might get 4 or 5 cents off this if we're lucky. Five-minute candles are getting smaller. Far-fetched back above the VWAP. So guys, what are you watching today? Powell speaks a little bit later as well. I think it's about 10:30. He usually tanks the market when he opens his mouth. So the volume's dying out a little bit now. You need good volume. You need at least 100,000 shares a minute for volatile moves, realistically speaking. Like that. Do you realize this is a day trading channel, Double T? Here and Company, is that what you're talking about? I don't think you are. What are you talking about there, Double T? Get back in, chasing that back in. Deere and Company, yeah, that's moving up. You're saying it's pulled back. All right, it's basically, I misread your question. It's basically up 100 points in 45 days. What's a good pullback level to look for? Well, if you're looking for it intraday, you've got to look at the average true range and look for a good pullback level, and then you're looking for the next candle to make a new high. Same thing with on a daily basis, you look for a pullback. It doesn't matter on what pullback you're looking for. You're looking for a pullback and then a continuation after the pullback. Double D and double T. Oh, okay. If you like. Five-minute gravestone doji at the moment on drug. I want to see that get filled up at the top. I want to see the top of that wick get filled. Turn that gravestone doji into a hammer candle. That would be a green hammer candle. After that drawdown, it needed to be Macca. I'm kind of a victim of my own success this month. I started off so well that I got complacent with my strategy, and that's what happened. And I got lucky a number of times. So it didn't, although I could see what I was doing something wrong, it didn't register, and it didn't give me the shake-up I needed to change it. Whereas that drawdown on Monday, it was like a real kick in the teeth. It's like, sort yourself out, son. You're better than this. That's a bit presumptuous of you, Dylan. Maybe I prefer a gentleman of the night. I mean, what makes you think what makes you think I'm straight? I might not be. See, I'm not one of these people that's a dream car. I'm not really big into motors and things like that. I would never spend the kind of money that people, you know, you get the bloody Tate and his cronies talking about Bugattis and things like that. That, for me, that's just a complete waste of money. You know, why would you? But first and foremost, I will never buy a car again, ever. Waste of money. I will lease a car and put it through the books, because as soon as you buy a car, it's a depreciating asset. Or lease a car in the company name and put it through the books. It's the only way to go. But I've always fancied myself as James Bond, so maybe an Aston. What do you mean if I go for the animal of the night, Dylan? I am the animal of the night. EB8, I was thinking, more, you know. Nice motor, that. But again, I couldn't justify spending that amount of money on a car when it's, you know, you can get a nice I drive a Volvo right now, for crying out loud, so you get a nice BMW that gets you the same place in exactly the same time. Well, maybe a little bit less. No, you can get a BMW get you there in the same time if you stay within the realms of the law. I'm driving a Volvo Macca. How do you know I'm not Macca? You're a sick man, Dylan. You're a sick man. Well, I'm saying you're a sick man. I don't know what your pronouns are. You've got to be. I'm supposed to be very PC and conscious of people's pronouns these days. You're a sick person, Dylan. getting exit signals all over the place here, and I'm not exiting. That's what you can't afford to be stubborn in trading, Tony. I'm really thinking I might just get out. It's taking too long. I can always get back in later. Yeah, I'll just get out there. It's taking way too long. Well, I'm seeing on the level 2, there's a few sellers there as well, so it's just not worth the risk sitting in. The longer you stay in a consolidating trade, the more risk that you're actually exposing yourself to, the more likely it is going. I mean, there's so many exit indicators there. Me staying in it is just asking for trouble. So I'll get back in it later. If it continues to move, I'll get back in it later. There's not a lot else moving, that's the problem. And I need to be disciplined in terms of trade selection. So just being bored and taking a trade pre-market is not the way to go. Just because something's moving. At least I'm profitable on the small account. I'll pretend I didn't read that, Dylan. As an animal lover myself, and I mean an animal lover is that I love animals, not that I love animals, if you know what I mean. Which is what Dylan's implying. But each to their own, you know? Maybe some animals like being loved that way. Oh, can we change the subject? This is getting really gross. Hey Robbie, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, not too bad. Let's go back to the small account. It looks better on YouTube. But I think we're just going to have to be patient again today, like we were the last couple of days. It worked for us the last couple of days. We've got quite a few IPOs launching today, or scheduled to launch today as well. So we've got Biofinity Tech. I don't know if that's going to be. I don't know if any of these are good companies, bad companies. I don't know if any of them are going to rally. I don't know if any of them are going to capitulate. I'm just letting you know what we've got in terms of IPOs. So we've got the IPO list is here, and this is what's going on today. So this is the IPO list for today. Some very small floats as well, which is what I'll be interested in. So Biofinity, it's scheduled to, it's slated to list at $6, and it's a 1.2 million float. So that could be quite volatile if it gets if it does get some interest. Same thing with PXMD. It's a bioscience stock. Bioscience stocks are typically very volatile. This is 1.5 million in terms of the float. Then we've got some Chinese stocks. Jiangxi Education. I've seen education stocks from China really motor on the first day as well, so keep an eye on that one. That's a 5 million float, slightly bigger float, but it's under that 10 million float I like to trade. So it's small, low float, low price stocks. Then we've got Aquarian Acquisition, which is a SPAC, I believe. And again, this is a little bit more expensive, but 5 million shares in the float. Don't know too much about Jeff's Brands or OnFolio Holdings, but they round up the scheduled IPOs for today. So, you know, keep an eye out for those. They won't pop up on the scanners, but if you keep an eye out for those, then like yesterday, if the market's a little bit, you know, slow and easy going, these stocks could potentially offer some volatility. So yesterday I traded Mobilicom. It was an IPO launch yesterday. Nothing else really moved across the course of the open market. Of course, we did trade Plug Power as well pre-market, but that just sold off once the bell went. So there was nothing else really to. So Mobilicom going IPO yesterday was really what saved the day on both accounts. Yeah, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, how dare you sit there with somebody? Have you broke your thumbs? Come on, hit that thumbs up button on YouTube. Really helps. Hit the thumbs down button. I don't care. Just show some interaction. So, hey, Kai, I hope you've hit that thumbs up button. Any movement with AMC? Not really. 950 is where it's at right now. Not much volumes. Same thing with APE stock as well. 660. Not much volume. TME, I can take a look at it for you. So 10 cent. I've not traded 10 cent for a long time. Not huge volume right now. It's up 7%. 536. 10 cents for me. Typically, it isn't one of those volatile stocks in most cases. It's moving well, but it's a gradual climb. So this might be one of those that you'll take a position, put your stops in place, and walk away, and come back at the end of the day. That's the kind of stuff you do with 10 cent, and it doesn't tend to move volatile where you're sat in front of the computer scalping and capturing big moves, getting out, waiting for the pullback, capturing the next big move. It's not that kind of volatile in terms of the way it moves, but it's up today, 7%. It's not up at the levels that I want to trade it intraday, but keep watching it. So I've had a good couple of days. Kind of yesterday it was kind of static from the open. Kind of finished flat on the open, but the day before it had a good run. It looks to be moving up well pre-market today. So 10 cent interesting. Here's the wider market today. Let's have a look at the 15-minute chart for wider market. Slightly down on the close, but it's moving in that direction. Very choppy sideways yesterday. I'm expecting more of the same today, depending on what Powell's got to say at 10:30 or whatever it is. I think we've got some numbers being posted by the Fed today as well, so I think it's at the bottom of the hour. Oh, probably happened already. We didn't get much action on the market. If you're a beginner, be careful with an IPO. So because the problem with an IPO is there's no prior data to go off, so you're completely at the mercy of price action. What I mean by that is normally when you are trading a stock, you look at the historical price action for support and resistance, key support and resistance levels. So really, if you don't know how to trade level 2, you want to be looking for level 2 for potential areas of support and resistance. You want to be looking at the price action, looking for patterns, and of course, volume is a big indicator with IPOs. You want to be very quick to the trigger. You don't want to be hanging around. So if it starts to move up, you might jump in, quick scalp, jump out again, or jump in, take half your position off for a quick scalp, and then move a stop in, put a stop in place at break even. They can be very volatile, and that's the thing with IPOs. Is the lack of underlying data to trade those support and resistance areas is it can be problematic for a lot of beginner traders. How's the month gone so far? It's going well there, Kangaroos. Had a big drawdown on Monday, but we were in a good position to absorb that. And right now, gross trade profit 130, just under 132,000 on the month. So we've got 4 trading days left, including today. So we're not in a bad position. We could get back up to, if I have what's that? 7,500 a day would get me back up to this month's highs. WeChat, Steve Emery, really? WeChat's a Chinese, as far as I'm aware, WeChat is a Chinese messaging service, like Messenger or WhatsApp or what have you. Probably, yeah. Actually, Tamimi, as a new trader, you probably better off using market orders with IPOs. You need something that's quite liquid. So you need people trading it. That's why the volume is key. If there's no volume, even if it's an IPO, if there's no volume, you don't trade it. Right, okay. The Dash Trader is a platform. It works with all the top brokers will give you APIs so you can work with the platform like Dash Trader. So TD Ameritrade or so TD Ameritrade or anything like that. You can actually use, I use CMEG, so Capital Markets Elite Group, and you can use them in the US as well. Interactive Brokers uses, you can use Dash Trader. So if you wanted something like Dash Trader, then I would say something like TC2000 or Sterling Trader or something like that. But if you want Dash Trader, just speak to your broker and say, do you accommodate platforms like Dash Trader? And more often than not, they will say yeah, either through an API or a private subscription, or in CMEG's case, they have their own white labeled version of, they call it Traders Elite Pro, but it's actually Dash Trader Pro under a different banner. It's just a different sticker, but they call it, it's as if it's their own platform. But most decent brokers will allow you to trade with a specified direct market access platform. I kind of got that after you said what broker there, Steve. The problem that you're going to have with in the US, Steve, is I don't know what size account that you're looking at starting with or what size account you have, but the problem you're going to have is the PDT rule if it's less than 25,000, which is why I recommend an offshore broker like, for small accounts, I recommend an offshore broker like Capital Markets, CMEG, because they won't subject you to the PDT rule. You can get away with trading a small account in the US with an offshore broker that allows you to trade with less than $25,000. Most other brokerages will enforce the PDT rule if either you or they are based in the US, which means that with less than $25,000, you're restricted to three trades intraday over a 5-day period, 4-day period, something like that. P&L per share, let me have a quick look. I'm not sure. I've never had to Symbol account, shares, average cost. No, that's not it. I don't think so. They're I don't think so. I don't think so, Anthony. It might be, but I can't see it. I've never had to use it. I don't know if you need that, but price, you know, P&L per share. I know that there are Lightspeed. I think Lightspeed does that, P&L per share, but I'm not sure you can get that in Dash Trader. I'm not that I don't think you need it, but I mean, if you do, get onto the Dash Trader support. Just log a ticket on Dash Trader support. They'll tell you. Well, if you're okay on PDT, then you know, check out whichever broker you're with. Just ask them: do they work with any direct market access platforms like Dash Trader or Sterling Trader or TC 2000 or something like that? Well, if you've got the average cost and you've got the bid and the ask in front of you, then you can clearly. I don't know. Perhaps I'm being a bit pernickety, but if you've got the average cost in front of you, what your cost is, and you can see what the bid and the ask is, you know where your P&L is, and you've got your unrealized total P&L there as well on the trade. I don't know. I mean, each to their own, I guess. I don't see what the benefit of having a per share P&L is, but unless you're taking one share. Well, the market's just gone green. The S&P 500 just gone green on the day. The NASDAQ also just gone green on the day. Dow Jones similarly. Russell Index similarly. So all the markets are going bullish. So that's good news. They've all just gone green. Still nothing with any kind of volatility or volume just yet, but you know, we'll get there. We've got 30 minutes to the bell. No, actually, Tamimi, that's not the case. It's a direct access. It's a direct market access platform. So at the beginning of the day, the platform syncs with your balance with your broker. So then you've got access to your balance. So that's why it will give you your buying power for the day. You can get access to your equity. You can trade with your equity, but your buying power doesn't change. So if you're up like $1,000, your buying power doesn't change like an additional $6,000. If that makes sense. So you get your buying power is set for the day, but you've also got your equity on top of that. So any change in equity on top of that, should I say? If you lose $1,000, that of course that comes off your buying power. But it's connected directly to the market, so you don't the market makers rather. So your direct access software is going direct to the market. It doesn't go through your broker. It gets the instructions through your broker, and then it syncs up afterwards, which is why you pay the platform fees and the market data fees and things like that. So your broker will let the market know, and it's in real time. They've got obviously the broker system and the DAS system and what have you. The broker will let the market platform know that it's got shares to lend, for shorting purposes and things like that, it's a direct synchronization in terms of the data, so it's pretty much in real time. But when it comes to transacting and transaction speeds, you get faster speeds because it's direct market access. It's not going through a market, an additional market maker. So it doesn't go through your broker like a Thinkorswim, for example, will route your access to the market maker that's paying them the most. You're not getting direct market access. You can actually access directly to the market maker like Arca or MEMX or EdgeX or anything like that. So the platform is just facilitating your route to the market makers. What did you find, Matt? I'm not sure what you found on the Discord there, Matt, but you must have sent a text that didn't, a chat that didn't come through. Right. What else is moving? Nothing. Well, it's going to be one of those days, I think. Do I eat before the steam? Steamed clams, there you go. I don't eat steamed clams before the steam because that would be nonsense. Let's have a look at Farfetch. That looks like it's making a move up on the 1 minute. I missed it. Okay, we'll keep an eye out. Well, if they are, I will ride that momentum all day long, Steve, but look, I don't care what the Reddit crew are doing, and I don't care what the companies that I trade are doing. I just care about the intraday momentum. Right now, we don't have any. If I look at Bed Bath & Beyond right now, Bobby, slightly up on the day at 1040s. It's not volatile, really. There's not a lot of volume in, so the whole Reddit crowd either don't have pre-market access or they're waiting for the bell, which is in 24 minutes. So watch the space. I will if Bobby does make a move, I'll be on it like a flea on a dog. If I do eat lunch, very often I just skip lunch, Alistair. But if I do eat lunch, I'll get like a sandwich or a pot noodle or something light. I don't like heavy lunches during the middle of the day. Otherwise, I'll need to take a nap in the afternoon, and that's not good if you're going to be trading. Oh, come on, YouTube guys, hit that thumbs up button. You're really depressing Tamimi. Tamimi wants you to hit that thumbs up button. We've got a pre-market high on Bobby of 1075. Well, 200, and she's sat on the sofa waiting for me. So 200 more likes on TikTok, and she gets a there she goes. She gets a treat. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give her a treat at 3,000 likes on TikTok. But on the back of that, if we get enough likes, so if we get If we get 50 likes, well, can't get 50 likes. If we get 30 likes on, or 25 likes on YouTube, 25 thumbs up on YouTube, I'll give her another treat. So she can have 2 treats today because she's just got one. No, it's up to you, up to the YouTube crowd to get her the other one. Are you really going to deprive a beautiful Cho-Cho with a bow in her hair of a little duck fillet? Hit that thumbs up button. You know you want to. Do it now. She enjoyed that as well. Good girl, aren't you? Was that nice? You made it sound nice, that's for sure. I might have a chew on one of them myself, the way you made wolf that down. Oh, I would love to have got on that move. There's not enough volume for me to enter. This is the thing when you're being disciplined. Sometimes the move goes without you because it goes without the volume. Go on, I'll take a trade. I know, baby. I know. Right, there's no more. The YouTube guys are not. YouTube guys don't like you. Well, this is looking nice. And we get to 11 before the bell. Slob it all over my hand now. Right, okay. Just missed out on being able to take a double size. Not quite enough buying power on this account. Got to double up then, but not quite enough buying power on this account. That's okay. This is the first of a potential flag setup. Caught between the spreads right now. 2-cent spreads. We're caught right in the middle. Those spreads are 3 cents and we're still caught in the middle. I'm not particularly, look, what my sentiment on the company is irrelevant, Robbie. As is yours, as is anyone's. Don't really care whether this company, you know, lives, dies, or, you know, does cartwheels. All I care is about intraday momentum. I don't trade. I hate Robinhood as a company. I don't like GameStop as a company. I think GameStop is a toxic company. The way they treat their employees, the way they treat the customers. But that being said, when it moved, I traded it. I'm not investing in the company, I'm trading it. There's a difference. As long as it makes you money, Puno, I'll stay away from it. If you're going long on it, I'm staying away from it, buddy. Your last couple of punts, I want to stay away from anything that you touch. But now we've gone red on the 5 minute. Massive shooting star on the 5 minute for Bed Bath & Beyond. Same thing with the on the 1 minute there. Yeah, well, if you look on the daily chart there, Robbie, on Indonesian Energy, there's a massive massive double top. No, not the daily, the 60-minute chart. Look at the 60-minute chart on Indonesian Energy. Massive double top, which suggests it's a bearish double top, which suggests it will continue lower. I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying what the patterns are telling me. It's like reading tea leaves at times, isn't it? So I'm out at 57. That position there. Pulled a bit too far back. I've got to be disciplined about it. No, but let's have a look at Indonesian Energy for you there, so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, Indonesian Energy. You can't see much on the 1 minute, but if you look at it on the 60, massive double top. It's very pronounced. So I could see this coming down to kind of $7, Robbie. That would be, if I was shorting it like you are, I'd be looking at, and I'd call this out in the Discord as a potential short for today. I'd be looking at $7.50 or $7 for my target. Why you liking that one, El Puno? It's an acquisition. It's you don't want to be going anywhere near this. There's no trades at all. It's an acquisition. But I think you were being sarcastic, but I can't tell for sure. I'm not sure, Robbie. I mean, Starlink. You're talking about the Tesla phone, yeah? Is it not just going to be launched under Tesla, or will it be a separate company? That's the question. Not sure if it's going to operate as a subsidiary of Tesla or not. Probably will initially. So they had this pullback. So we've got the flagpole, the pullback. Then you look for the next candle to make a new high, which was this one. The question is, am I going to get faked out here? Because this is not. I didn't wait for the confirmation on the higher time frame. On a 5 minute, I would have been waiting for 65. That's 5 cents, which is up here. On the 2 minute time frame, I would have been waiting for probably 60. Yeah, it was 2 minutes time frames. It's right. Maybe 62. Well, when it does IPO, I'll be interested to see what happens. I think it's potentially, as a global communications link, I think it's got potential. I like the message. I do like the message of Starlink, Robbie. Tesla was slightly down last I heard, but it's probably up now because the markets are up. Tesla tends to follow the market, so it's probably up right now. I'll double check in a moment. Ouch. We're just watching Bed Bath & Beyond right now. Farfetched is taking off, up at testing 1150. Yes, Robbie, I'm in that. I'm in Bed Bath & Beyond right now. It's pulling back. So we did have a potential flag, but then it didn't break out. I got faked out on it. Right, so but Bed Bath & Beyond moved up because it was mentioned on CNBC, and now they've stopped talking about it. It's selling off again. That sounds about right. Should have had CNBC and Bloomberg and MNBC all in other screens. Maybe that's what I should have, so that way I know what the media is talking about at any one time during the day. Thanks, guys. Looking for a bounce at the $0.50, otherwise I'm out. Effectively risking $400 on this. I actually prefer Bloomberg, but yeah, I get you. Or ask them, phone in and ask them to do an answer session on it. So they start talking about it again. I just think the hosts are more entertaining on Bloomberg, a bit more jovial. And the markets are depressing enough as it is, so. I want to see a bounce here. No, not getting it. I'll come back to that later, when something does eventually move. Far-fetched. Not on great volume. Moved up, but not on great volume. That's what we're moving. That's what we're going to wait for. We're going to wait for some volume. We've got 6 minutes to the bell. Well, 5 minutes to the bell now. Let's wait for the market opens. We might get something moves really, really well. If we don't, I guess we could have a small red day on both accounts. MSP recovery, more volume. Rug still hanging around that 340 level. Right, minds, bioscience. Okay. What else has been moving today? Isn't moving today. It's one of those days. You're probably right there with Kramer there, Robbie. You know that there's talk of someone releasing an ETF, which is called the Inverse Kramer ETF. Somebody just made like 200% or something just by investing the opposite way of Kramer's recommendations. So someone's like talking about doing an inverse Kramer ETF. I think it was on Twitter, or Inverse Kramer on Twitter. If you're not following Inverse Kramer, follow it. It's a parody of Kramer, and it's quite funny. We should have an inverse El Puno, whatever El Puno does. Is it? I don't think it is. Oh, it is. Back up to it broke the 340 level. Okay. Missed the pop. You don't want to be jumping in chasing the momentum. I'm going to wait for this pullback to conclude, and then 63 is into the next entry. Good volume too. Filled at 62. Nice. a 10-cent move. Looking for a continuation here, which is why I only took half off. I took half off for the 10-cent move. I'm looking for continuation with the other half. That's nice to finally get a good fill, as opposed to a bad fill. We're getting terrible fills of late. Well, the entry there was 63, and I got it filled at 62, so extra cent on the move. Another entry or re-entry might be 75, but I'll wait till we get past 75. Right, I'll just put a quick trailing stop in place, and I can reassess. Right, I've got a 10-cent trailing stop. I've got 70 on the stop, so we should be in a good position to ride this up if it goes. Struggling at 80. I'll change the scanners over while I've got the stop in place. And I got stopped out. No way. That was an absolute terrible slippage. So what did I get filled at? 65. Ah, not a big deal. Yeah, that's exactly right, Jack. Anyone that says Peloton's a buy at 150 needed the heads check. Yesterday's Bed Bath & Beyond moving. Anticipating the high of day, the pre-market high break didn't happen. Baked out. Up there. We've just 5 session break there. A lot of volume on Bed Bath & Beyond right now. Stopping at the $0.50. Bed Bath and Beyond not breaking out as much as I really wanted. I should have waited like I did the last couple of days. First 5-minute candles to form. So currently a high of session 72. We really need to see a break of 72 for this to be bullish. Now, plugs up, just gone green on the day, plug. It's not looking very strong right now. Need a bit more momentum to the upside. Here we go. Right, now I'm in the money. Move, new highs. So hopefully you were right about the Reddit community attacking Bed Bath & Beyond with buy orders. That would be nice. Looking for this to test $11. Testing 11, over $11. This is nice for the small account. Cover some of those gaps, some of those losses. Okay. covered some of those losses. It's only a $300 loss day at the minute. Wait for the next pullback. We've got a bit of a micro pullback there. No, so the entry now is 11.12. Why did I not get filled? Missed my entry. I've got to wait for the next pullback. $22 is my entry. Yeah, but the problem is options don't move the needle on the price, not unless they exercise them. Keep getting stopped out. This ain't good for the old commissions. Maybe I'm putting too tight a stop on. Ah, that was not a good fill. Push the button at 30 and it's filled me 10 cents higher. That's not a good fill at all. Stop reading the chat when you should be trading, Tony. Not a clever thing to do. Looking for a bounce on the VWAP. When you take your eye off the ball, Tony. Get them moved back up, but got to be very careful here. I'll take a look at that in a moment. Just let me find a way out of this trade. Don't have the equity to average this down and get out, but that's the perils of trading in a small account. You've got to be disciplined and you've got to be paying attention all the time. Can't take your eye off the ball for a second, otherwise you get caught in a flush like that. Always happens when you turn to read the chat. There we go. Okay. Well, I've got some trading to do to get out of that hole. That's 25% of the small account equity right there. Okay, so everybody wants to know about AQU, and why it's moving, why it's halted. I'm not seeing any specific news. Completed the SPAC merger on Monday, but this was DDNA, wasn't it, on Monday? This is something, or DDNN or something like that. And did the SPAC mergers. This is paused at 43, resume in 3 minutes. DNAA, that's it. Thank you very much. Minute is 11:16. Looking for 11:20. That's the confirmation that I'm looking for. 11:20. Far-fetched, making good, strong moves to the upside. Not very volatile, but yeah, I would have waited personally, but wait for a confirmation. This candle here made a new high, but it was it's been fake out, so I'd have waited for the higher time frame. Higher time frame. We're looking at 11:15. Yeah. See, that's the thing. That was what's known as a bull trap. Pull back, and then the bull trap, fuzzy. I don't know what you're waiting for. You're not getting any more. You're not getting, because we didn't get 25 thumbs up on YouTube, so you're not getting it. AQU resumption. F75's possible entry. Well, I'm down 1,800 on a 8 grand account, Fuzzy. It can be made back, but you just got to be disciplined. Patience. AQU's got volatility, but it's not going anywhere right now. We need to see it either move up or down since the volatility halt. I'll take a look at the top of the hour. I'll take a look to see if any of these new IPOs have started. Current high of day is 85. That's what we're looking for. Righty. Always wait for confirmation. Absolutely, Jack. If you've not got confirmation on the higher time frames, you might get faked out. I realized that 400 means that I've already locked that in. That trade's completed. I've locked that in as profit. Unrealized is what's in where I am, the position on the trade as it is right now in real time. I'm back. I don't know when your shares will be filled, buddy. Cancel the order, set another one. Ooh, nearly got stopped out then. I did get stopped out. Still think this is going to break. It's a nice flag setup. No, the colour doesn't matter. It's the movement. So you're looking for the patterns. Yeah, it's we're getting a nice flag formation now. See this flag forming here. You're going to have to work out that yourself, XJewel. I don't tell you how to trade. I can teach you how to trade, but you've got to make up your own mind. I don't offer signals or stock picks or anything like that. You do your own due diligence and get in on your own back. Don't ask me Don't follow me blindly. Don't ask me what you should or shouldn't do. You need to have that knowledge yourself. If you don't know what you're doing, don't trade. Trade in a simulator and practice. Farfetch. Farfetch looking strong. It's not very volatile, but it's just very rangy at the moment. It's very choppy upwards. It's not very volatile, but it's looking strong. Had good results, good earnings yesterday. So this could be one of those, you know, buy and hold for the day. Not saying to do that, but if you like the look of it, it's upwards trending right now. So if it breaks below 430, this flag's gone. Well, I don't know, man. But you could be just coiling under 12. It's a slow burner, this one. Farfetch is a slow burner at the moment, Matt. So as long as you're getting higher highs, that's not a bad sign. But 12 is a key level. It's a psychological level, so it's a key level. It's got to, if you want to continue up, it's got to break 12. I think you mean we're getting lower highs and higher lows. Higher highs and lower lows will be an expanding megaphone. It's the opposite direction. DQ. So new energy, AQU, new energy. Yeah, 7% up. Not very volatile. Not a lot of volume either. It's on the move up though, so fair play. And Minerva is moving up. This did well for us a couple of weeks ago, a couple of days ago actually. Bed Bath & Beyond looking very weak. Inverse cup and handle on Bed Bath & Beyond. So AQU is the top momentum stock right now. There's not a lot moving with any kind of volatility. Minerva is that's gone. That flag's gone. I'll leave that trend line there for later, but let's have a look at Minerva because that seems to be making nice moves up. It's not so volatile though. I was saying, it is volatile. Bet she's getting weaker. It's up at 1220s. Huge downwick on the 5 minute on Minerva. Total fake out. Is he really? What's he got to say for himself? Keep me updated, Robbie. I can't watch it right now, so just take a look in a second. See what Powell's got to say for himself. He usually crashes the market when he speaks. Oh yeah, and guess what? It's crashing. Guy's got the Midas touch in reverse. Powell. Nice one, Matt. You're at your daily goal. Get out, walk away, enjoy your weekend, buddy. I've got a little way to go to trade out of this hole. You know, it's exhausting and it's frustrating when you'd actually, you know, you go into the red first thing and then you've got to spend the rest of your day trading out of the hole, just being disciplined and base hits, and it's so frustrating at times when that happens. Much rather get a nice cushion and build on it. Got to fill that wick on the 5 minute. Don't mind a pullback, but it's a little bit too far for me. He always bloody does. And the guy speaks, he's like poison to the financial markets. I will bring in the market down. And that's a big red candle on the SPY. Big red candle. Check that out. Big red. Looking for 40. Spreads on this are a bit wild. Just realised they weren't to start off with, but Minerva, which is 9 cents, currently 6. Wicks on Minerva on the 5 minute are scary. but wicks. Big sell-off. A lot of things are just selling off because of the way that the market's selling off right now. So I wouldn't be too spooked if it's not huge. Absolutely, Tamimi. When you've got macroeconomic forces impacting the market, it's probably best just to sit on your hands and watch whilst and then see what the market reaction is going to be, and then trade the reaction. We might get a bounce on the market, but that's a big red candle. Oh, at some point the policy stance tightens further, he's saying. Yeah, he's being very hawkish. I suppose it's not time to be dovish just yet, so he's still being very hawkish. I'll have a look at the IPOs in a minute. Might be able to get some volatility on these IPOs. These spreads are not helping me out. Come on, do your thing. Looking for 40 on the bid, not the ask. Like 5, 6 cents on the spreads, not helping me out at all. One minute over. New high of day is what we want. Tighten those pigging spreads. Current high of day 44. Fucking 7, 6 on. To $0.50. Very volatile. I've just locked in 10-cent trailing stop here for now. I'll get a $800 base hit. It brings some of that deficit down. All right, let's have a look at these IPOs. Janzi Education. Ouch. So this opened at 126. It's now at 160 and it's halted. That's interesting. Okay, let's have a look at some of the others. Not yet opened. None of them open. Just JZ. Let's have a look at JZ. What's the action like? Right. Okay. That not even a wick. So it just went straight up into a halt. Resumed straight up into a halt. Not even a wick. 2 green blocks. 10:01. So yeah. That was it. Opened at 10:01, straight up into a halt. This opened at 10:07, so interesting alphabet. Be very careful of these type of moves, though. I mean, you could probably potentially get a good $4 or $5 move on this. Far-fetched. Yeah, far-fetched still looking fairly strong after the Fed crashed it to the VWAP, moved back up to height and broke highs. So fair enough. I'm going to put Jersey on the this watch list here. It's a wrong account. I'm looking at the wrong account. Not going to trade this on my small account, that's for sure. All right. Yeah, probably take 500 shares, maybe. Maybe 300 shares. See what happens. Probably not. I'll watch that. My goodness, it's up 3,101%, Jay-Z, from its IPO price. That moved up, not in good volume though, that's the problem. We're having fun here, guys. Bed Bath & Beyond tried to make a little bit of a pop. Are we getting an inverse head and shoulders? That's the question. There's one shoulder, there's the head. Are we going to get an inverse head and shoulders? So we've got neckline here, so 1090. If it gets up to 1090, we could have an inverse head and shoulders on our hands. So when's Jay-Z due to resume? 10:07. This will be a 10-minute halt then. Actually, just yeah, far-fetched making good gains. Making new highs. Did say this was a slow burner for today. Breaks the $0.50. It could go on even higher. It's having a good day. Yeah, I saw that. It was supposed to open between $5 and $7. It's only 5 million shares. So it's no volume on that. Nice move, but no volume. Same with Vivicor as well. It's consolidating under the VWAP right now. I'm not seeing a wedge there, but it's consolidating under the VWAP end state. If you're looking at a different time frame, maybe. I am looking forward to the holiday, but I've actually not given it that much thought. I've not booked the tickets yet. I'm only going to be booking the tickets over the weekend. I'll have a look at snow for you. Seems you've asked a couple of times. Snowflake had good earnings the other day, and is moving up nicely. It's up at $200. Go figure. Let's see where this resumes. This is going to resume at 180. I'm seeing 180 on the resumption for this. And 17 should resume in about a minute. Be interesting to see what happens. I'm going to watch this because that's huge moves. This is more than this is more volatile because it's got more volume than HKD had back the beginning of the month. Was it the beginning of the month or was it last month? AMTD Digital. So yeah, Farfetch there, Sam, is up at 1250s now, testing 1250. Yeah, but it's only had two candles. It's 43,000, but it's two candles. So they're averaging like 25,000 per minute, and they're not even going for a minute. See, look, I was looking. So the 186.65 is the next halt level. I'm glad I didn't enter. I contemplated just taking 500 shares. I'm glad I didn't. So the halt level down is 152.71 where it's at now. So it's halted down. You see what I mean? You're not getting a minute's worth of trading before it halts. So that few seconds that it had there, like 20 seconds or whatever it was, 15-20 seconds, we had 15,000 shares traded, and then this one less than a couple of seconds had just over 2,000 shares traded on that candle before it halted. This is going to halt down as well. This is extremely volatile, guys. So there could be some money made on this one. This is going to, I'm getting resumption of 145. It's going to halt down about $7. Yeah, missed that pop at 1250 on Farfetch. I don't know about it going parabolic. Farfetched is it's a slow burner today. It's not got the volatility, but it's making steady gains on the back of these good earnings. Waiting for the break of 80, and I'm going to take 10,000. You waited for me to say that, didn't you, Farfetch? I can see this getting to about $13.50, $14 today, if you're prepared to wait it out. Slow burner. Good stuff, Fuzzy. Set your stops so you're in profit. There you go. Now I'm in profit. Look for a bounce on the $0.50. This is 65. Buy back in at 66. The way that it's moving, I think, yeah, I think $22 is going to be too far out the way for Farfetch. It's moving up, but I don't think it's moving up that volatile. I don't think 22 is going to be a realistic expectation. A 17-cent ATR. Yeah, I think 22 is a bit far-fetched for Farfetched. Absolutely, Fuzzy. Good spot. So I'll just buy the dip on the $0.50 for a move back up. I'm just going to hold this now. Set my stop at just set my stop 2000. Might see a nice little pop up if this breaks 1260 again. Should do. 1260, 1265. There we go. Nice move back up. Retake the highs, possibly even $13 today. Do this up at $0.75 level. I'll take a little bit off. Well, coming to the bottom of the hour where I normally finish the stream, but if we get 5,000 likes, I can give my pooch another treat, second treat. Dog's good, Ryan. Yes, I did use the T word. You woke up for that, didn't you? It sank into her subconscious that I mentioned the T word. Yeah, 4 more IPOs today. Actually, it's 5 more. There's 6 in total. So we've got BioAffinity, PXMD, JanZ, which is the mad one that's gone up to like $108, $190. And we've got Aquaron Acquisition Corps, Jess Brands, and OnFolio Holdings. Second red candle in a row on the 5-minute. I bounced at 12.20 last time, so no, we didn't complete that second shoulder on Bed Bath & Beyond, unfortunately, so that inverse head and shoulders capitulated and sold off. SPY is still heavily down. It retraced it when Powell was speaking. It sold off. It retraced most of that, and then it sold off again and broke new lows. So the SPY not looking, well, the markets as a whole not looking very strong today. What are we on? 20 seconds to the bottom of the hour. It depends, Ryan. Sometimes I'll swing, but it's got to be a good setup. I try not to hold over the weekend if I can. I usually like to swing. If I'm swing trading, I'll swing during the week. And it has to be a swing trade. Now, I don't usually swing trade on this account. When I'm swing trading, I usually use Interactive. So I kind of keep my investments, my swing trading with Interactive, and I keep my my day trading with Capital Markets. And I spread my crypto between Coinbase and Binance, but I hold my own coins. I don't leave them on the exchange. Well, let's see. It's consolidating, pulling back towards the VWAP, and I'm in heavy on it. It's got the fact that it's got such good earnings is why I went in heavy on it. Figured I'll buy and hold on this one. And move back up. I never leave anything with any coin exchange unless I'm using it for liquidity. It's just not worth it because of the lack of regulation. They're not insured in the same way as you know, the market makers and would be on the brokers would be for trading equities. Yeah, that's what's happening at the minute. That's what happened here on Farfetch. The SPY sold off, and that's what happened. Then when it rallied, it moved back up. So, which is one of the reasons I'm holding, watching the SPY, and it's breaking lows. Bed Bath & Beyond selling off, Farfetch selling off, drugs selling off. There's a lot. But we'll see. $500 likes, you get another 500 more likes, you get another treat. Now we'll be ending the stream very shortly, guys. Whether I'm in this trade or I'm not, it's the bottom of the hour. I normally end the stream here. Good one, Matt. I hope you're all going to have a nice weekend. I'll continue this trade. I will provide an update later. I will not be doing a power hour stream tonight. It's Friday. I like my Friday evenings for myself, but I will be providing an update later on where I finished on the day and where I finished on this particular trade. So I'll provide an update on all the platforms, well, on TikTok and on YouTube. But YouTube, I'll have a more in-depth trade recap for the day. And I will see you all on Monday, 90 minutes before the market opens. So that's 8 a.m. market time, New York, East Coast. That's also going to be, excuse me, 1 p.m. here in Ireland. It's 1 p.m. in the UK, 2 p.m. on the continent of Europe. If you don't know what that is wherever you're based, then Google is your friend. I am not your speaking clock. Do your own research, and I will see you all on Monday. So have a good weekend, guys. I'm still in this trade. I'm just holding this out for the move back up, and I'll give you an update later. Catch you later, guys. Enjoy your weekend.